our weekly session where you send in your questions, your psychic questions, or should I say your questions about life, relationships, work, and anything else, house moves. And this is where I go through them and give you the psychic replies. I have my whole host of cards in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks of cards. Different, varying from the Thoth deck, which I do like. There's the Thoth deck, they're quite big, to the Saro Marchetti, there we go, which are quite popular. I've got angel cards, and I've also got the love cards with me today as well. So lots of cards, lots to draw from. I've also got my team of guides. I don't strictly work with the tarot. It's very intuitive, and the guides are talking to me as well to make sure that everything comes in together. So looking at the questions I've got here, there's an awful lot. I know I wasn't here last week, but thank you for sending in your messages. We always appreciate it. We'll get through what we can get through. And of course, if you want a premium rate, then all you need to do is go to the Purple Hearts and upgrade your text if you want it answered tonight, because sometimes you're in a rush or you need an answer. So that's the best and quickest way to actually jump the queue. Far be it from me to say how to jump the queue, but there you go. Go by the premium rates. Yeah. Okay, so let's start the show off with the lovely Sarah Jane. So good evening, Sarah Jane. And Sarah's come through the premium rate, so she's top of the list. And she's asking, she says, hello, Anne. What do you see coming up for ST Sagittarius and I during the autumn? So first of all, actually, I always give anybody on the premium rates an angel card. So let's pull an angel card for the two of you. What advice the angels got for you regarding your relationship? Interesting card. We've got the card of forgiveness, right? But what that means is more to do with don't beat yourself up so much, okay? Maybe there's also what I feel here is where there's conflict, don't kind of turn it into an argument, or just be a little bit more gentler. But it usually refers to not being so hard on yourself. Are you enough? Of course you're enough for this relationship. So don't question yourself. Yeah, you are enough. Let's have a look in the tarot and see what the tarot wants to say to you for guidance in autumn. Oh, lovely. Right, okay, so I do feel romance. Things moving quite nicely along. Okay, there's the Knights of Wands. I do feel this is a nice energy to see in a relationship where there's a lot of energy being put into each other. And of course, we've got the loving card, the union. Okay, are you thinking of getting engaged? It could mean that. But if not, it's certainly looking into each other's eyes lovingly. Somebody could be working quite hard here, right? With the Eight of Cups, there could be odd hours, which might be something you need to talk around. There's a lot of talking. I do feel that the two of you meet on a spiritual level as well. And I do feel you're guided by spirit. Both of you are guided by spirit. And you have all the tools. You have everything you need to make each other happy. Everything is here, okay? We just need to convey that more to each other. This is the loving chemistry I have. Careful for a little bit of confusion. Make sure that, is that what they said? Have I got the right time? That kind of thing. A little bit of moon energy in there that suggests that things could be a little bit confusing or misunderstandings, yeah? So just be aware of that. But I do have a ring again here. So I feel as if there is huge commitment here, possibly a ring, possibly an engagement. Certainly it's sound, it's steady. and it's going to move forward. Okay, so I have no worries around you for the autumn, Sarah Jane. So enjoy finding out more about each other, ask lots of questions, discussions, have lots of discussions, and don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, he loves you for who you are. Remember that. Okay. So thank you, Sarah Jane. Thank you for your text that you've sent in. I will say as well, just as a matter of note, if anyone is sending in a message regarding the spirit world, can I have a little bit more? Some of you have sent some questions in, but they're very vague. I need some kind of identity from yourself, either your star sign, because just an ordinary, just to say, is there anybody around me I knew it? It's too general, especially when we're doing it like this. I need a bit more of an energy link. So put your name in it, put your star sign in it, and then we'll be able to look at them in a little bit more depth. Okay. Right, okay, we have Bev next. So good evening, Bev. And she says, hello, I want to know several things, but mostly I want to know if things will ever get better. Do you know, I think the message from Spirit at the moment, Bev, is to not fear, right? Everything is as it should be. Great. Everything's up in the air. But what Spirit's saying to you is try not to worry. Don't buy into fear, okay? The minute you start to fear things, the minute this energy expands and things get worse. So keep yourself calm, keep yourself on the up. It will get better, right? So affirmations for you. Okay, this is only temporary. So let's have a look and see what the cards are bringing out around you for the moment. Sometimes things are taken apart. Sometimes in life, things fall apart or crumble, which gives you an opportunity to rebuild, but rebuild the way you want them rebuilt, yeah? There seems to be important decisions around you as to which way you want to go, which route you want to go down by. But I do have the Three of Wands in the middle of this, which talks about progression. You will make the right decisions when it comes to decision making. I don't know if there's a house move or there's something around your property. There seems to be some kind of house move. And I want to say, by the time I get to Scorpio, which is middle of October into middle of November, the time of Scorpio, there is happiness and contentment coming in. And I want to show you. There it is. Happiness, contentment, and fulfillment, right? Because all of this is finishing in November, time of Scorpio. So, yes, it's been a rocky road. Yes, it's been rough. Don't buy into the fear of it. That's the worst thing we can do. Hold your own energy. This will get better, and you don't have too long to go, okay? So, lots of love, and thanks for your question. Take care. Okay, let's move to the next. So we have Philip next. So good evening, Philip. How are you? Philip says, I am in a relationship with Rosie, date of birth 15th of May, so she's a Taurian. Our relationship is very up and down. Do you see our relationship improving and possible marriage, or do you think we need to end it? Right, okay, quite a strong question that. So let's have a look. She's a Taurian. I don't know what yours is, Philip, but there should be enough energy there. If you see, one of the real work we do, this is just a showcase, yeah? The real work we do is on the phone lines. So with that question on the phone lines, I would take a look at all of her energy, what's going on, all of your energy, and look where it's going, yeah? I can briefly give you a general idea on a text message like this. Right, okay. Are you quite romantic, Philip? Because I feel as if there's a little bit of romantic here, but I feel as if the burden of the relationship can be quite heavy some days. However, it does slowly try and move forward, but then it's like you're either fighting for something that you want with this, and there is a sense here of coming to the conclusion, is this as good as it gets? Yeah, we're still moving forward, but I still feel as if after that, is this as good as it gets? I do feel you will offer up some kind of resolution to things here, but I do feel she's a fiercely independent woman and she's not willing to let her guard down here. It feels as if, let's have a look and see. Yeah, it's everything is an obstacle course, and I'm just looking to see. There may be a little bit time apart here before we get to that crunch point of making a real big decision. But again, I get the Three of Wands moving forward. So I'm not seeing an end to this relationship. I'm seeing it moving forward. Then it's a little bit tricky. Then we have to talk about things. Then it moves forward again. I'm just going to have a look at her just for a card for her. Yeah. I think this lady is very frightened of things falling apart. And I feel that's where she's being driven from. It's like, I can't go into this in case in case it all ends. And where will I be then? So reassurance. And it's basically an insecurity coming from her part. So if you want to know any more, I will be logging on after this session. We're here for an hour. And I will log on later if you want to talk to me. And I will update my schedule for the week as well tonight. So I will also be on webcam too. All right. So if you want any more, then come in and talk to me about it. Right. Okay. So let's just move on from that text message. Thank you to everybody who has joined me on YouTube. Hello to Malik, Sinead, Julie Millam, Wandering Star, Fran Walsh. Can I just inform you that I can't answer questions from here? What I would need you to do, I hope you're all listening, is to go to asktheanswer.com, okay? And as you go to the website, it will pop up, join the Purple Hearts Club. This is our members club. It is free to join, okay? And once you go through to that, you can pose your question, yeah? If I have got a lot of questions for tonight, if you want it answered here and now, then go to the premium rate for £3. You can skip the whole queue, go to the top of the pile and get your question answered. However, I can't sadly answer your questions here on YouTube. The way to do it is to go to www.asktheanswer.com and pose your question through there. Yeah. You can do it every week. I'm here most weeks, and so you can send your question through, and here on a Monday night, I will look at the questions between 7 and 8. That clear? Hope so. Thank you. Right, so we have another question here. Let's see. We've got Michael. And Michael says, hi, I just want a general tarot reading for myself, please. Certainly, Michael. Let's have a look and see generally what's going on around you. This is for you, Michael. What's going on with Michael? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favourite cards, this. The Wheel of Fortune. There it is. When times are tough, you're usually at the bottom of the wheel. And as this appears, it starts to show that things are going to move up to feeling on top of the world. Yeah, things getting much better. But it's a great card for opportunities coming in. Take opportunities, Michael, that are coming your way. This would suggest there are doors opening for you, okay? So my advice would be to pursue any opportunities coming in around you. There may be something official to sign with this as well. So, for example, if you were getting a new job offer, an opportunity that comes in and taking it, you would have to sign a new contract. So the Justice card talks about balance and harmony. It also talks about maybe something coming in Let me just see what the next card is. Oh, we're okay. If it had been the Chariot, I'd have said watch this with the driving. You could have had a parking ticket. But it's not. So what I've got here is recognition. So again, people applauding you. You are being given a slap on the back. Worked a job well done. I do feel as if I'm talking about your work here. And we have the Page of Cups, which is saying good news coming in around you and opportunities being shown. So as far as your work, and I do feel drawn to your work, there is something coming in, there's a change where you may have to put your signature to something. However, you are being applauded here, and it comes in quite unexpectedly. But you know what? You were meant to have this praise. You were meant to be given this opportunity. So don't pass anything up in the next 10 weeks because there's a lot of good news around that. Interesting times. Right, Michael, thank you. Let's go to Thomas next. Let's have a look and see. So Thomas says, I have received confusing and mixed messages regarding home life. Basically, if and when we can move to a new home, please. Right, okay, mixed messages on a new home. Let's have a look and see if there's a new home for you. When's Thomas moving? To see what you mean about mixed messages. Right, okay, so this feels to me like there's a female around you, and I don't know if you're moving out of your mum's or you're moving away from a partner. There is something to do with the family, and I can see frustration and exasperation with this, but somebody keeps putting things off, as if somebody's put things off. We put things off. However, the most important thing is that the opportunity is there. There's the Fool with the new pathway for you. And here is the new home, okay? For me, this is the Nine of Pentacles. This is in opportunity and a new pathway where your home is concerned. And it's showing you being extremely busy. When do I feel this is coming in? Why do I get a female upset around you or disappointed? I'll leave that with you. There will be balance where she's concerned and victory in 6 weeks. I feel as if this whole move, there it is, right, we've got it. It's kind of like, does somebody not want to move? I feel like, I know you're saying, if so, when can we move to a new home? Well, there's some opposition here. Now, I do have a female, so I don't know, you will know all that, understands I don't live your life. But there is, stay with it, because opportunity is coming. You're going to be really busy, and there is success with this home move, right? So you have to stay on it. You have to keep pushing it, and it will come in. Can I feel time of Sagittarius? So Sagittarius runs up to the 21st of December, from the 22nd of November, something like that. So that's the time frame. So I do feel it's this year, before Christmas. But I do feel you have to keep pushing. Yeah? Just keep on it and it will happen. All right? Thanks very much for sending in your question. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can send your question too. If you just go to www.asktheanswer.com, join the Purple Hearts Club, which is free, and I can look at your question as well. Right, okay, so that was Thomas. Let's see now. The next one is Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Michelle says, I Hi, I am single, fresh off a breakup from a toxic relationship. My mortgage is coming up for renewal this November. Should I renew it or sell it and rent somewhere? I'm not sure what the best step here is for me. Unfortunately, I can't answer that question because that would be considered as giving you financial advice. I can't answer that in giving you advice. I can't tell you what to do. However, what I can do is I can look to see if there is a move of property in and around you. Let's have a look and see. And then you can deduce from that what you will. So my question is, are you moving house? Because that would show. So is Michelle moving house? You have got talking to estate agents and things like that. This is people in the know. And then it says your wish is granted. That's not a lot of help, is it? Right, okay, so. Right, okay. I've got it. So if you have to sell a property, then you're talking to people, or if it's a rented house, if it's not a rented house. So this is talking to the estate agents, okay, and the people who have the knowledge, yeah? So talk it through with the people that have the knowledge, the experts, because here, through doing that, you will be able to make your decision and have your wish, right? So it's guiding you towards taking more advice from people in that market that can help you out. So I would say get more information on what you want to do and how things are, okay? But I do feel you'll make the right decision. You're going to be happy whichever way you go, okay? Lots of. Right. Let's have a look and see. Next person up is Angela. Angela says, hello, welcome, Angela. Angela says, I've been really down about me and Chris. I'm at the point where I'm very close to ending it between us. In my heart, I know he has changed since August 2022. We don't have a friendship anymore. Is it over? Right, okay, let's have a look and see. Right, okay. And you do need the friendship, don't you, to have a relationship? Let's have a look and see. Where has the friendship gone? It shows me that in some ways you've been putting this off. You've been very frustrated with the situation. Every time you get the new beginnings, it's only temporary. He doesn't appear to be someone that opens up his heart. He thinks with his head and not his heart. He doesn't feel his way forward. He actually is very sort of cerebral, as they say. So I'm going to ask the question. Why don't we ask the question? What does he feel for you? That would probably be best. What does he feel for you? See, he's attracted to you. It's saying here, flirting, dating, hooking up. So, heart with a key. Welcome to love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. So I'm not getting anything negative around him towards you. So I'm just going to. Is there more changes? I actually feel that you will stick with this, and I actually feel that through your tenacity, you will get the relationship you want, and there is harmony and balance coming. Watch what happens around November. That's when things change. And again, the time of Scorpio. For the Ten of Cups, which is bringing in fulfillment and contentment. So I feel that if I was looking at this relationship, I would say if things haven't totally improved until, till that's a difficult time, till the end of December, then I would move on. Okay. However, it's not saying give up on it. It's saying you've got the tenacity, and you will get through this, and you will get what you want, right? So if you're understanding that you've lost your friendship, then maybe that's where you need to sit down and talk and work through. Okay, lots of love, and thanks for your question. Right, okay. Just move the questions on. And just again to Gianna Armstrong on YouTube, welcome. Asia. Right. So our host has put your questions have been added to Anne's queue. Keep watching for your reading. There you go. I've got help tonight. That's good. So Jessica says, I am wondering if you can see any connection between a former co-worker and myself. His name is Tony, 12/15/89. So he's the 15th of December, Sagittarius. Okay, is there any connection? Is there any connection between you and a co-worker? Jessica. Right, okay, it's very difficult on the text message because what I've got here is that he's not for giving you a connection, right? He's not for making anything of a connection. So I feel, has he been married or is he married? Yeah. So I feel that you might be wasting your energy with this person. Because he doesn't seem to be responding to your energy. He's kind of quite sort of keeping things bottled up. So at the moment, and I do read quite closely, but I would say at the moment I don't see or feel a connection to Tony. So I can only leave that with you. Yeah. I would say be aware that there may be somebody. No, what's Sagittarius? No, I've not got that. Be aware somebody else might pop back and cross your path. Okay. When I say beware, what I mean is be aware, not beware. Yeah. Right. Okay. Thanks, Jessica, and thanks for your question. Right, we've got Alice next. Hello, Alice. And Alice says, would there be any new work opportunities for me this year? Right, Alice, let's have a look and see. Are there any new opportunities at work this year? Andrew, having said that, there's not long left, is there? Crikey. The year is nearly coming to an end. Right, okay. Let's have a look and see. Work opportunities this year. You are somebody who is very grounded. You're very good at your job. You're very sensible. You're very trustworthy coming through here. You're very busy indeed. But I don't see any opportunities this side of Christmas. Let me just have a look and see. There may be news of change coming in the time of Scorpio, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. but he's trying to balance things up here. So, not at the moment, right? I can't say that there is anything before Christmas, but I do feel as if there will be some changes around the time of Scorpio in the workplace, which is giving you food for thought here and to think about where you're going next. And I also feel from my guides that if I said to you, you're very good at your job, you're very experienced, you seem to have this trustworthy element, you're good at what you do, there could be an opportunity coming your way, which may, when this transition takes place around your work, as an opportunity comes in, and there may be something where you go to another company. That's what I'm feeling, okay? A little bit far off yet. We're up to time of Scorpio, but keep yourself aware of everything around you, because I feel there's something else to come in for you, okay? Because I feel you're ready for a change where your work situation is concerned. Okay? Lots of love and thanks for your text, Alice. Right, okay, so we've got Lily next, and Lily says, I am still unemployed and have an interview on Wednesday, which my heart isn't in it as it's full time. Can you see what will happen? Right, Lily, let's have a look and see. Lily, let's have a look and see. An interview on Wednesday. Right, okay, as I was listening to my guides, I don't feel as if, I feel as if you will get the job in some way, but then this comes in about the hours, and I feel there's something else there that will give you the flexibility with hours, because I've got you working long hours here, but it certainly talks about odd hours or shift work or something like that. And the magician here is discussing things through. Careful it's not too confusing, but I do feel there's an opportunity, right? So it does look all right. It does look good. You're coming out of the end of this phase, and I feel by October time you'll be very happy with choices and decisions. But I would go and be quite optimistic, because I feel that they may have other positions that are not full-time that would be better suited to you, maybe. And I kind of want to go through even telling me 4 till 8, so whatever that means. So I will pass that information on to you, and see where that takes you. Okay, lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, we're on to Janie next. And Janie says, I've been dating my boyfriend John, who's the 7th of May. Started our 4th year together in February 2023. He does not verbalise his emotions often. I'm just checking on where he's at right now with us. Right, okay. Very difficult when you have somebody that doesn't express emotions or opens up, isn't it, Jamie? So let's have a look and see how he feels towards you. Yeah. After 4 years, what do we have? I don't think I need to go anyone further. He reckons you're soulmates. So as far as he's concerned, in his head, he's not about to look anywhere else. You are the one for him. Then he's got the clock, which is all about still needs time, takes his time, needs time to heal, but there is progress. So I don't feel this gentleman is going to look anywhere else. And if it says it all, doesn't it, when he feels that you are the only one. Okay, so lots of love. Thanks. I know it was short and sweet, but when the answer's good, That's all you need. Right, Jamie. So let's move on to Karen next. And Karen says, I would like to inquire about my career. I would like to continue in the organisation I am currently working in, but I'm feeling stuck and working with a person that I am not compatible with. Right, okay, let's have a look and see what we can do. Do you have any crystals, Karen? Because if you're working with something you're not compatible with, there are some really lovely crystals out there that can help soften the energies. I would go black, have some black tourmaline or obsidian on your desk to absorb negativity. And to nurture relationships, you want some rose quartz. Take the rough edges off them with a bit of rose quartz, so to speak. But let's have a look at this organisation that you're in. It's on the horizon for you. Right, this is interesting. Okay, so it's saying take a leap of faith. So if anything else comes up or any other opportunity, take the leap of faith. I do feel as if you've been leaving some people behind, and I do feel there are new contracts, not before time. And I want to say when it gets to Christmas time, there's a beautiful sense of renewal, renewed hope, vim, vigour, springing your step, feeling very, very good about your work. So I do feel things are going to change for you. And I do feel you're leaving people behind. You're very intuitive, Karen, looking at this. But I want to say, and also, have you booked a holiday or have you not been away for a long time? Because I do have contracts, but I could also be talking about holiday. But the only thing is I've got the hanged man. So you could have gone and booked a holiday and then something's coming, which is, I can't go away now. It's that kind of thing, delaying a holiday until you see where you're at with everything. But I do feel Christmas time, you will have all this wrapped up. Watch for a new opportunity coming in. Okay? Take the leap of faith. Comes your way. Right. Okay. So we have Angela next. There's a nice question. And that's one that, again, you can get on the phone lines. Quick question. How is Dave feeling towards me? That's Angela. So how does Dave feel towards you? It's in his energy. How does Dave feel towards Angela? Right, so is he dating you? Because I've got dating, getting back out there, set to plan a date. So let me just have a look. Are you dating already? Wow, nice. Right, how does he feel towards you? You make him laugh, you make him smile, you have fun. He feels as well you're very beautiful. He's the chemistry there, he's attracted to you, and he's quite prepared to go further with this relationship, or if it's just a friendship, taking it further, because he does feel as if things are really good. But you have to be careful and keep that positivity around him, because that's what he's attracted into. Fun, laughter, giggles and good times is what he's all about at the moment. Okay, so keep that going, and he does feel very attracted to you. All right, lots of love and thanks for your question, Angela. Right, okay, let's have a look and see who's next. We've got Caroline. Caroline says, at the moment, I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel at work. and I have no love life outside of it. I'd like to understand how work and love life will change over the next 6 months. Right, okay, it's a big question on the text because I only have about a minute for this. So let's look at your love life for the moment and see what comes out. Right, okay. The psychic lady, you may be working too hard. You're not allowing your intuition to lead you forward where your judgment is concerned regarding people around you. I do feel there's been some gossip here as well. Let me just have a look and see what we've got. Right. We have got a new emotional beginning. Is there a man around you at work that sort of stops you from moving forward? Because I feel like I keep coming up against somebody that is either passing you over or is not getting along with you. But I do feel there is a new love life coming in. Yeah, light at the end of the tunnel. You need to watch for a. Oof, there we go. Bit of duvet dancing, right? So, to me, difficult to tell what star sign he is because he's an old soul. He's somebody who is. He's a thinker. He thinks before he moves. However, the lovers is also very sort of passionate, and him coming with the opportunity for you to move on. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't want to cover them all. All I will say is he's older than you, right? Now, if you say, "Well, I don't like young men," well, just keep your eyes and ears open because he's older than you, and he's got quite nice personality. He's quite balanced. He's quite sensible. He's quite down to earth. But I tell you what, he's very passionate on the quiet. So leave that with you. Thanks for your question. Don't forget, I'll be logging on at about 8:05. So if you want to, if that resonates with you, you can always come through on the phone lines. Don't forget, asktheanswer.com. I shall be there. Right, Patricia, do you see love coming towards me, please, from my past? Right, Patricia. Is there anybody coming in from the past? Let's have a look. Well, maybe. Two men here. I have a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there is going to be new. This is quite opportunistic. I can't say that it's somebody from the past, but I can say that there are two. Right, got him. He does. Right, the guy from the past does keep a note. He keeps an eye on you, but he's not moving forward. He'd rather sit in his own energy. But I do want you to watch out for another guy coming in that will be around you. So I do feel there's going to be some fun and games there. So don't close your mind off, okay, regarding the guy in the past. Okay, we've got Nicolette next. Nicolette, hello, darling. Hi, Anne. Love reading for the next few months, please. I'm a Gemini. Nicolette, love reading for the next few months. How long have you got? All night. Right, okay. So let's have a look. Where are we going into? October, November. October feels a bit staid. It's a little bit not much happening. I've got rest and recuperation around you. So I don't feel there's a lot of action in October. But I will go to November and a celebration or a party with old friends around you. Look at this, which is really exciting. Is there love in there? There could well be. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There he is. Around you. And by December, we've got fulfillment and happiness. That's quick. It will be quick because this is the Eight of Wands, which is a card of speed. So just be a little bit wary you're not rushing into something too quickly. But I would say more November is highlighted here for love and romance around you, especially around social engagements, okay, and parties. Thank you for, maybe it's bonfire night. Thought of that. I don't know about you, but I haven't even got to Halloween yet, let alone get to bonfire night before I get to Christmas. And I'm going in the shops, and they're all full of Christmas stuff already. I'm like, really? Right, okay. Let's have a look and see. We have Deborah. So Deborah's the 9th of the 9th, so you're Virgo. And David is the, I don't know if I read the dates right, 1st of 30th of the 1st. Let me swap it around. So you are the 9th of the 9th, the same, Virgo. And the first, an Aquarius, David. Can you give me current update for a relationship and his feelings for me? He has been softer with me since our blow up. Right, okay. Virgo and Aquarius. What are his feelings towards you? Whatever was in his head mentally has settled down, okay? So whatever he was arguing about or whatever he's running through his busy head seems to be, he's calmed down. And there's some nice romantic conversations here. Has he talked about going away on holiday? Because there's a need here for a bit of time out together. You being Miss Independent, it's like, well, if you don't pull your socks up, I'm off. Right, so this has been quite nice tonight because this Ten of Cups is a card that's come out quite a number of times. And the Ten of Cups is one of fulfillment, happiness, happy home on an emotional level. So I do feel, and I've got you going out with old friends as well. So somebody needs rest and recuperation. So somebody needs to not overdo it, whether it's you or him. You've certainly got someone here who needs to slow down or just take their time, okay? But yes, it will be fine. Right? He's still there. As to, again, we've got the clock. Time to heal. Just give him time to heal. There is progress there. Okay, so he's not going anywhere. Okay, let's look at the next one. Is Joan, and Joan says, my boyfriend Sagittarius, Tom, is acting very distant lately. What is the problem? He says all is fine and will not discuss it. Nothing worse, is there? When you know the distance. Right. What's going on with him? Let's get my Thoth cards out. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Why is Mr. Sagittarius so distant? What's going on in Mr. Sagittarius' life that's making him distant and doesn't want to share? Worry. And there it is, straight out of the deck. Worry. So this is the card of worry around finances. Yeah, feels trapped. Okay, so he's going to move forward out to that. And there's money coming in around it. So I feel he's got some kind of financial worry here. We do have money coming in around him. and things getting a lot better. And happiness. Look at that. I'll show you that. It's lovely. Okay. So, yeah, there's something bothering him. So whether it's the bills or, no, not everybody's money's going as far as we'd like to. But maybe talk to him about that, how he feels, because I feel that's cards are saying. So let's have a look and see who is next. There's Joan. And next one is Louise. And Louise says, hi, my name's Louise. My date of birth is the 10th of November, 82. Scorpio. And was hoping you can tell me if Frankie, 25th of January, Aquarius, 75, makes contact with me and when is it likely to be? Right, okay, so he is an Aquarian. Let's have a look and see. He is Aquarian. The door is open for him to make contact with you. The trouble is with this man, he can't get himself up off the ground. He thinks it's too big a burden. But the door is open there. Right. Now he is coming back. I'm not happy though. I can only put it in the ballpark of still another 2 months here. I do have him coming back around you, but I do have the upset here. Okay, so whatever he's saying, but then that balances itself out. It could be just the way you're feeling very emotional. So I would say, yeah, within 2 months, I would say. But I know it's not going to be next week, that's for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a bit longer than that, my darling. Okay, lots of love. Right, okay, we've got Malik now, and Malik says, can I have a card, please? Thank you. Malik, yes, you can. Right, Malik, let's give you an angel card. What the angels want to give you. Friendships. Malik, that's the card that's come out for you. This is the angel card that talks about your friendships, that you have a few close friends. However, what this talks about is mingling and new friendships being made and coming in around you. So watch for new people coming in that are of a loyal and trustworthy background, because you're somebody that maybe you're there I see you there in the friendship circle, but I don't feel as if your allegiance to them. There's because you're not sure whether they would be loyal to you. There's something to do with your connections with friends. However, there are new people to come in that you can trust. Okay, so that's what the angels are giving you. Thank you. We have Sinead Mullen. Hello, Sinead. And Sinead says, can I have a card, please, Anne? You can, Sinead. Do let me know as well when you come back and pose questions, is this right? Because I have no way of knowing, are these right? It's nice to get some feedback. So, Sinead, can I have a card, please? Angel card. Oh, Sinead. Right, look at this. I love this card. The card of enchantment. This card is all about magical moments being created. Just being in the now and going and appreciating your family around you, your friends around you, the priceless things that happen that are so nice to keep as a memory. So the unicorn here comes in, and I've got flights here as well, so there'll be talk of going away, but the unicorn brings that enchantment. So it's a little bit like that wonder of Father Christmas. We believe in Father Christmas. And the Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny. So it's that magic that's coming in. So the angels are bringing enchantment into your life. That's really nice. Right. We have Juliet Millam. Hello. Any message for me? Let's have a look and see what the cards want you to know. Any message from the cards for you? Okay, there's a need here to stand your ground, my darling, and to be able to say what you feel and really want to say to someone. I do feel this person will take this quite respectfully. I believe you're giving it respectfully, and there is a wish. So there's somebody you need to say something to, because there you are, Julie. Okay, it could even be that you have to say, if it's not a male friendship or something, it could even be having to say your piece with a council or anything to do with people in authority. But you do get your wish. Okay, it's a little bit like thinking, well, I can't say that because, they've got the upper hand. Oh no, it's not in this case. There's a need to be saying something to somebody and they don't have the upper hand. Okay, so thanks for your question. Right, we've got Wandering Star. Wandering Star Crystals. Hello, Wandering Star Crystals. It says, I would love a card, please. Right, Wandering Star Crystals. Let's get you an angel card. Let's see. Wandering Star Crystals. Right, okay, well, flowers and crystals. We've got the angel card of Serenity. And serenity is all about that inner peace, inner calmness that you have either achieved or it's about to come in. You've got gerbers and lilies and things like that. So they're saying here that if you're not feeling as peaceful and as calm and serene as you should be, then they're bringing the serenity in. But I also want to surround you with flowers. So when was the last time you treated yourself to flowers? Food for thought. Thank you for your question. Right, okay. So we've got Fran Walsh says, Hi Anne, hope you are well. Will my flame get over our glitch, please? Will your flame get over the glitch? I've got no star sign, Fran. So let's have a look and see. Will your flame, twin flame, get over the glitch? Oh, there he's thinking about it. Is he a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Don't worry if he's not. Eventually. I want to say eventually he'll get there. Look at that. He's sitting there sort of having a bit of a, I don't want to say sulk, but a bit moody. And there you are, hanging on. And there's the Ace of Cups, which says, a new emotional beginning. So I want to say yes to that. Thank you, Fran Walsh. Right, we have Michael. That is the same Michael's answered before. So we'll answer this, Michael. It says, Hi Anne, what is happening work and career-wise this next month? Anything exciting? Michael, next month, what's happening? Work and career. Bit frustrated, a bit same old, light at the end of the tunnel, introspection, 9 of Cups. There should be some good news around you by the end of September. And there's a nice balance here with the work. Looking at the first cards out, we're a little bit sort of fed up. Ideas, there's lots of ideas and inspiration coming through here. And you may be being a bit prudent with this, but it's also saying taking care of finances, and there's a lot around you are taking some financial advice here. But I would say, I feel more, it's not so much the end result of something. I feel it's the inception of new ideas, coming through and being able to communicate them through to people, and getting good reviews for that, in whichever how that plays out. So I feel it's inspirational. There's a lot coming in for you next month. Okay, so maybe you've got lots of ideas to do things, change things up, and that will be well received. Okay, so thank you, Michael, for sending your question in. Right, okay, it's come to just past 8 o'clock and it's time for me to go. I'm sorry that I didn't get through everybody's questions. But you know, it's really easy. You can send your question in through the week. However, if you want an answer on a Monday night to be guaranteed that, then go to the premium rates and your message will come through, and you'll get an extra card if you come through on the premium route as well, and it will get answered on the night. I promise. So from me to you, once again, thank you. I always find it a privilege to answer your questions, and thank you for trusting me with them. I hope you understand and that resonates with you. I am logging on now, so if you understand and that the answers resonate with you, then please do come through. Give me a couple of minutes to wind everything up, and then I'll be logged on and we can have a chat and look at your questions again in more depth. So lots of love from me. I hope it's not too rainy and wet where you are for the rest of the week until I see you next week, next Monday at 7 o'clock. Goodbye from me. Take care and lots of love. Bye for now.